really what I wanted to talk about just a little bit is what are you working on? You know, whether you're practicing to nail that Foo Fighter song you've been working on, or hey man, I only can practice enough to nail the songs I have for the next gig because you're a real guitar player, or if you're a pretend guitar player like me, you're just woodshedding, just trying to keep better on your guitar journey. Man, I've been messing around with melodic minor for a little bit now. I learned all the 7 modes of it, but trying to figure out how to put it in and it be tasteful and under my fingers and in my head, that's still to come. So with that being said, I invite you to comment on what you got going on. What are you fooling with? What are you working on? You know, if you're a great player, shed your wisdom on those of us that are still trying to get there. There's a couple of actually guitar players, YouTube content creators that have inspired me, that I did want to mention and give a shout out to, because I use them pretty frequently, and they have helped me make gains on my playing, whether you believe it or not by hearing me. So the first one is Marvin Music, and I'll try to link to these channels in down below, or whatever the kids on the internets do these days. But anyway, Marvin is a unapologetic jazz fusion band that just takes the stage, and I mean, they just it's hard to describe. The guitar player and the sax player are both named Danny, and guitar player Danny, he's not afraid to shred, and he's got all the vocabulary you could ever want of jazz and everything that goes into that. And he posts so much content on his channel for a guy like me that's kind of dipped his toe in the the jazz waters, but hadn't quite got there yet. And the sax player Danny, he can burn as good as anybody I've ever seen live. But he has a really unique, when you hear him, you know it's him. He has such a unique style, and all the chops and fireworks you could ever want. I do want to give a shout. I got to see these guys recently, Marvin, and they were so cool, so down to earth. Got to talk to them. I got to give a shout out to the drummer, Everett Benton Jr. I think he's been playing with Marvin for 5+ years. Laid back, dynamic. He could turn it up without letting you know he was turning it up. Such a cool drummer. And I actually got to talk to him like he was an old buddy. Such a nice guy. But he is also a professional wrestler. And so he is a drummer in a jazz fusion band that also does pro wrestling. Cool dude. So I'll link their channel. I did not get a chance to talk to John, the bass player, but he was off talking to bass player guys. But those guys are just great. And again, the content, Danny that plays guitar, has got all the stuff you need to try to cop some Holdsworth, some Scott Henderson, and just different pieces of jazz harmony. It's all there, and he's putting it out on his channel for all of it for free. Second one I want to mention is a guitar player named Tori Slusher. If you have not seen Tori Slusher on YouTube, I don't care what kind of guitar you like. If you like banging 3-chord rock or technical death metal, or kind of getting into the jazz fusion stuff like I'm trying to, she is probably my favorite new guitar player. She can, so she does this thing that you may see and you'll dismiss, oh, that's her gimmick, right? So she plays a guitar like a keyboard, where she'll like hammer on a chord, and then with this hand do basically hammer-ons and tap-ons that they're not like your typical shred pattern tapping. She can phrase any way she wants to. She's doing high-level jazz harmony. She can sound like a straight-up bebop player. She can sound, she has her definite own sound that she does out of that. And but that's not all she does. So don't just watch her do that and think, oh, that's her thing, that's her gimmick. Anything she does, just playing different styles and different quirky stuff sometimes. She is truly amazing in her technique, her grasp of harmony, and her uniqueness as a player. And I try to learn all I can from her channel, and sometimes I just turn her on to watch her play because she is just that doggone good. The last guy I want to give a shout out to is another guitar player that he's kind of getting a start on YouTube, and to be honest with you, he's inspired me a little bit. His channel is called The One. He goes by TheLastStratMan, and his mastery of playing the Stratocaster is worthy of that moniker. And I'll try to link his channel as well. He's a guy that he's kind of opposite from me. So he's a 20+ year pro that did the music thing, playing blues on the road. He's played with a bunch of big names. I saw a video of him playing with Eric Gale's, which for me, that's like you're playing with the top of the top when you're playing with Eric Gale's, even though he may not be as well known as some other big names. He's it. But the last Strat player is on stage with him in one of his videos, and he belongs there, and that says it all for me. So he's got all kinds of cool guitar gear videos, really getting down in the weeds, and I've been watching his channel a lot for enjoyment. A killer player. If you want to play blues, that's a guy you need to be watching. And really, other than that, I'm trying to make some videos just to talk about guitar, because I sat and played guitar for years and years and years, and I had the question, why do I practice? Why do I continue to keep improving? I don't play with a band. I don't play out anywhere, but this guitar vacation. Guitar is my vacation. So let me know what you're getting out of the guitar and what you're working on, and what channels are you checking out that I should know about. So I'm kind of planning on trying to put out some videos here and there, and I'm using my phone now. The first one I tried to break out the mic and get a better guitar sound, and I think the guitar part sounded good for what I go for, but my voiceover sounded like I was speaking through a potato, so I'm going to get that ironed out. And I would like to do some live streams probably at some point when I get this figured out. So until then, keep on with your guitar vacation, and let me know what you're working on.